It's time for power flow number 2. Shoes are optional, mat is optional. Let's do this. Face the side with me. And we start with Sun Salutations. So inhale, take a breath, sweeping upward. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Continue to move with your breath. Let's go back to plank. Nice strong plank position. Lower down, sinking your chest lower to the mat. And then up dog. And into down dog, hips up. Step through, hop through, sweeping up, ending in chair. Let's warm up those legs. Continue flowing back into chair and standing tall. Take your weight back in your heels. They call it chair pose because it looks as if you're sitting in a chair. Keeping your knees over your ankles. Continuing to warm the body. Sweep up and down into forward fold. Here we go again. Half lift. Fold. Back into plank. You can modify any of this if you need to. Drop your knees. That's all right. Use those arm muscles there to sink down. And then up dog. If you want to stay lower in cobra, that's fine too. Into down dog. Step or hop up. Sweeping up. Sit in your chair. And then let's flow through chair again. Sit back and up. Find your breath, move with it. Nice and smooth. One more. Starting to feel some heat in the legs. Let's go again. Inhale up, exhale down. Warming up the whole body. Half lift, fold, back to plank. Sink down. Upper body lifts. Lower body lifts. Step through. Sweep up. Chair. Once again. Let's flow. This is your workout. You move at your own pace. Make it doable for you. There's no high intensity here, but we will work the whole body. We'll work on strength. We'll work on balance. Work on some flexibility. All without any hopping, jarring movements. We'll stay grounded. All right, let's warm up the upper body. Step back so that you can work your way down into plank for some PiYo push-ups. So we'll do 3 sets of 3. These are tricep push-ups. So you can find yourself in plank on your knees or on your toes. Elbows stay into your rib cage as you lower the chest 3 times. You can stay down or you can crawl the hands back to the feet and roll up. Sweeping upward and let's go again. Set 2. Stay positive with yourself. If you just do 1, great. Be happy with that today. Work on building that as you continue to practice. We're up again. Going down for 3. This is how you develop strength. You just try. Come on up, everybody up. Roll up. Good. Step through. This should be your left leg forward and your right leg back. That way you're facing side, yet you can see me. As we move into warrior 1. So we want the front knee bent, right over the ankle. Back leg remains straight and your foot's kind of at an angle and your hips stay to the narrow end of your mat if you have one, to the side of your room, and so do your shoulders. Here's warrior 1, but we're going to keep our arms down and pull the shoulders back as we hinge from the hips and rise up. So just the upper body's moving. Your legs stay still and strong. Actively pull those shoulder blades together. Keep a long neck. We're into the workout now. Balance coming real soon here. We're gonna go into a warrior three. So take your weight, your body weight on the front leg, just your toe behind, and you might be right here. This might be your pose. If you can tilt forward and lift the back leg, great. Look at the floor and remain here, breathe. Long neck, long spine. Set that back foot down again. Awesome. Face me. Wide legs, knees and toes turned out for moonflowers. So elbows down and then reach to the sky. Sink down and up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Go with your own breath. Further warming up the legs, stretching out those inner thighs with these wide legs. As you pull the elbows down, kind of pull them behind your back so you're activating those upper back muscles. And you're reaching up to the ceiling, waking up the shoulders. Let's make this sunflower. So the difference is you hinge from the hips and kind of sweep towards the floor and then rise up again. So still bend the knees and then just hinge and rise. So now that you know what we're doing, let your neck stay in that straight line so when you hinge forward, you're looking forward on the floor. You don't have to touch the floor. Just bend those knees, hinge from the hips. A few more. This one will build a lot of heat. Feeling warm. Ready to hold a pose? So we're in it right here. Sun pose. Sink down. Make sure your knees and toes are pointing the same direction. Palms are up. Shoulders are back and down. Further you can sink into it, the more challenging it is. So stay strong and breathe right here. As we feel the thighs working hard. Here's where you bring your positive energy. Mind and body connection. Your mind's going, this is hard. But you're telling it, you can do this. We're developing strong bodies. Wonderful. Coming out of this. Moving on to the other side. So same thing. Turn around so that you're facing the side and find that warrior one position with your hips square with your shoulders. Bend that front knee over your ankle. Keep that back leg straight and strong. Take those arms, actively squeezing the shoulder blades back as you hinge from the hips and up again. Just continue. You don't have to watch the screen right now. Just keep that position, continue hinging and up. Find your breath, move with it. It's a mixture between yoga poses and Pilates. There's a lot of moving poses that are really going to challenge us. Ready for balance. We're going to make this a warrior three, so get the weight on the front leg, just your back toes touching the floor behind you, and you can hold it right here. This is a challenge, stay here. If you want to work your way into that warrior three by tilting more, go for it. Breathe through your nose. Reaching back behind you, nice and straight and strong through the spine. You're doing it. One more breath. As you exhale, come down into position. Once again, face me, knees and toes turned out, nice and wide stance for our moonflowers. Here we go. As you get warm, hopefully you're able to sink further down into this wide squat. Moving into sunflowers, which means we hinge from the hips now. Sweep towards the floor. Sunflowers like they hang their head at night, and then they open up to the sun during the day. Make sure you're bending those knees as you come down. hold that sun pose again. Sink down into the knees, nice and low. Palms out, maybe you're a little lower than last time because you're warmer. Breathe. Smile. Accept the challenge, stay here with me. Awesome. Let's move on. Let's go back to our sun salutations, facing this direction once again. Sweep up and down. Let's get moving. Half lift and fold. You know it, same as before. Back to plank. Nice strong plank as you use those arms. Sink in. Up dog. Down dog. Step through. Sweep up. And in chair. Yes. Leg work. Flow into that chair. Keep going. This is your workout. It's great that you're able to do it at home because you can build at your own pace. Watch this video over and over. Maybe the first time you do this a few times, you build and build, feeling yourself getting stronger and stronger. Last one of these. Good. Sun salutation. One more time. Sweep up and down. Half lift. Fold. Out into plank. Strong body. Sink down. Up dog. Down dog. Step through. Come on up. And in chair. And flow through chair. Our arms come forward for balance. So we're not leaning forward. We're keeping our head up, keeping our chest open. This is all leg work. Sit back into it. Couple more. All right, we're going to do some down dogs, and you're going to be facing down, and you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing. So watch me for 1 second. Watch. From down dog, I'm going to ask you to lift your right leg up, and then you're going to draw it in and diagonal across your opposite elbow, and then lift again. Okay, so come with me now that you know what we're doing. Let's go ahead and sweep up and down, and immediately step back into that down dog. So step way back on your mat, but keep your hips lifted, and you're looking back at your ankles. That's why we did a preview. Lift that right leg up in the air. Hold it here. And then let's add that movement. Knee bends and comes in and across, and then lift it way back up in the air again. Great. Do it again. In and out. We're going to do about 4 more times. Nice and smooth. Takes a lot of core strength. 1 more. We're going to set that leg down. We're in down dog, and we're going to flow from plank to down dog. This might require you adjusting your feet so that you can lower your hips and then lift them up again. So continue flowing. Feel your abdominals get nice and tight as you shift into that plank position. That's what we're strengthening. All right, let's try that other side. Lift the left leg in the air. So bring that knee in and across to the opposite elbow, and then lift it back up again. Bring it in and lift. Keep going. 3 more. Good. Let's take that same leg and step it to the outside of your hand. So if you can see here, it's out wider than my hand. And we're in that low lunge position. And I'm going to lift and lower the hips. A few times here. Really opening up through the hips. And then we're going to go back to plank, and you'll be able to see me better now. That foot, the other foot steps forward to the outside, and then lift and lower. You might not get a lot of movement, any bit will really help with the flexibility of your hips. If you're not quite here and you're just holding this pose maybe on your knee, great, it's fine. It's a good start. Let's switch again to plank. Step out. You might find yourself even more flexible this time doing it. You might notice a difference already. Let's switch. So one more time on each side, so switch it. Love this one. Takes a bit getting used to though. And switch one more time. Let's find ourselves back in plank and shift to down dog for a moment. Hips up. You're looking at your knees or ankles. And then we're going to walk our hands back towards our feet. Time for PiYo push-ups. Roll up. Ready? Big inhale, sweep up, exhale down. Here we go. Roll out into that beautiful plank position again. 3 sets of 3. Elbows stay in so that we really challenge the triceps more with each one. These are harder than normal push-ups. Either stay down or come on up. Big sweep up. We go down again, set 2. Make sure those wrists are under the shoulders. Elbows are in tight. We're doing 3 if you can. They may not be pretty at first. Come on up. It's okay, no one's watching, right? Set 3. Awesome. Everybody come on up, roll up. Wonderful. So, facing this way, step your left foot through. This time into warrior 2. Difference being warrior 1, our upper body was facing the side of the room. Warrior 2, you're facing the screen with me. Keeping that front knee bent over the ankle all the same, back leg stays straight. Warrior 2. So we have done a lot of movement. We're really warm. So let's take the challenge to just hold this pose now. So reaching those fingertips out to the side walls. Look over that front arm. Continue sinking into that front knee. Just hold strong while breathing. Feeling yourself sweat. Don't let those shoulders creep up. Release that tension. Shoulders down. If you really don't like the arm placement, you can put your hands down. You can change them. Keep those legs strong though. So in yoga, the practice is to hold poses, and as you get stronger, you hold longer and longer to challenge yourself. So wherever you're at today is okay. If you've already come out of this pose, fine. Don't walk away. We'll go into the next one soon. But if you're still here, able to bear it, show your breathing. Let's move into triangle. So straighten that front leg as we tilt and open the chest, reaching upward. And then the other hand might rest here somewhere on your shin. As you stay in this position, you might be able to continue tilting over. But don't drop that top arm or your chest. Keep it open. Again, we're going to hold it. You decide if you want to look to the floor, out in front, or up to the ceiling. Whatever your neck is okay with today. They're all fine. Listen to your body throughout the workout. One more pose that we're going to hold on this side. We move through warrior 2 into reverse warrior. Front knees bent, sink into it, and reach up. Side bending over. This back hand is kind of sliding down that straight leg. Again, your choice, looking down, forward, or up. Your front knee is going to gradually want to straighten, so keep reminding it to bend over the ankle. And breathe. Bring your focus to your breath. Awesome. Let's come Come out of this one. All right. Facing me now with fairly wide legs, just loosening up, getting some movement again. Elephant swings as we turn the shoulders. Allow the arms to be limp. Just kind of wrap around the body. Wonderful. Facing the other direction with me. Let's flow through chair. Again, getting some movement before we do those same poses on the other side. Kind of bringing that heart rate up, keeping it slightly elevated so we're burning calories even while we're just holding poses. Couple more. Great. Make sure you're facing this direction with me. Move just slightly. Same poses. So take, this time, your left leg back into warrior two. So your hips can open to the side with your shoulders, but keep that knee facing the narrow end of the mat if you have one. Sink into that knee. Warrior two. Lengthen the arms. And then go ahead and bring focus to your left arm. Lower the shoulders. Look right over your fingertips. Hold it there. Breathe. Warrior two is strong pose. You have a strong body. Stay focused. Stay strong and positive. You got this. The more you practice, the better you get. The more confident you get. Same poses. So we move from warrior two into our triangle. So straighten that leg, and now we tilt over, reaching up through one arm, open the chest. That other hand lightly resting maybe on your shin, wherever it lands. It's okay if you're up higher. That's totally fine. It's better than trying to reach for the floor. So that's why we keep this arm up, reminding us to open up to the side. Breathing through the nose. Finally, lower that arm, rebend that knee, moving through warrior two into reverse warrior. So bring that palm up and then lift to the ceiling. Side bending over, allowing the fingertips to come down on that back leg, keeping that front knee bent. Reverse warrior is a challenging pose. Stay strong, breathe. Wonderful. Face forward again. Elephant swings. Loosen it up. Keeping the legs wide, I don't want you to just hang forward. Allow the head to hang. Release tension there. You can hold onto your elbows and sway side to side if you choose. And loosening up your lower back. And then rolling up. Wonderful. I hope you enjoyed this power flow section.